Hi guys, Roadrunner here. We are still in Iowa somewhere. I know that we are somewhere at a viewpoint, which you can see behind me here. We are west of Sioux Falls, and eventually, if I remember, if I can remember the name, I'll put the name of this point, lookout, or this lookout point, in the title. Anyways, we were working for this carnival that, if y'all remember, a couple years ago when we were on our way to Britt, we stopped and worked for a carnival. We stopped and worked for the same one. They asked if we'd come back, and we were going to stay longer, but, and don't get me wrong, I love the owner. He's a really cool guy. I mean, he'd give you all the money in the world if you needed it, especially if you had kids or whatever. But the people he has working for him, Jesus Christ. I can only get along with one of these people. And other than her, I can't get along with any of them. And it was so bad. It was to the point where, like, we're at the boss's farm yesterday and last night after we got done playing over in, performing or whatever over in Lakeview. And we get to the farm and everything was nice for the first couple hours, but then some of the guys and I'm not judging them, I'm just describing basically what happened. Some of these guys were or are, it's kind of hard to tell these days, drug users. And they got mental issues, which I don't know if that's politically correct, but that's basically what it is their drug use and their mental issues came into conflict with me and the dogs because I had Marmaduke tied up outside so he could sleep, and I had Avery with me in the Jeep. And this farm is 10, 11 acres. It's a really nice, spacious area. But they wanted to go where I was going to be parked, or where I was parked, and they brought some other people out there that I didn't even know. And every time Marmaduke would see him, he'd start barking, which he typically does. I know he does. It gets annoying, and I get annoyed by it, but, they kept yelling at him to shut the fuck up and all this other stuff, and then it got to the point where they literally threatened, and I heard this myself, some of them have threatened to either beat the crap out of him or shoot him, or whatever the hell. So it just wasn't safe for me to be there. I don't think they even realized I was there because he was tied up outside and I was in the car trying to sleep, and this is like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. So to be honest, they're kind of in the wrong anyways, because the rest of us are trying to sleep and they're out fucking around drinking and doing all this other crazy ass shit. And so when I heard that and they went inside the shop next to me, I ended up taking my big hunting knife, which looks like a big ass Bowie knife, and started I guess you could say secretly or stealthily, because I didn't want to make anybody know I was there, because last thing I need is to be in a fight with 4 of the guys I barely even know. And ended up putting all my stuff in, brought Marmaduke in, backed the Jeep out of the stall we were in, and got the hell out of there. Didn't even tell the boss, which I know is rude and unnecessary, but, when your dog's life is being threatened because he's doing what he's supposed to be doing and everybody else is trying to sleep and you're being a fucking loudmouth motherfucker, yeah, it just wasn't safe. So, in other words, we ended up leaving. There they are right there. So, anyways, this place really feels like home. I love this. I don't know how long we're allowed to stay here, but the convention's gonna be in about a week and a half. So, basically, the convention is from the 10th to the 13th. We're planning on getting there by the 5th so we can help set up, get the chat with everybody. I have some ideas I want to do, because every year there seems to be like different ideas of what people would like to do before the convention starts up. And when we did it last time, we did the first ever dog pageant or whatever, where everybody did tricks and shit like that with their dogs, which Xena was in. Sadly, we lost. And I figured, okay, well, if we do that, why not have a comedy night? And it could be just like the most random shit, Of course, it has to be appropriate because we got kids there. But You know, I'm thinking something like Whose Line Is It Anyway kind of humor, or maybe something like the Hee Haw Show, which was one of my favorites growing up as a kid. Just something between those two would be nice. You know, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of hobo humor that people like to give out but can't do. So, anyways, we were fine. I just didn't have good Wi-Fi where we were at. Hopefully, we will once we get to this town north of Sioux Falls. I can't remember what the hell the name of it is, but yeah, it's whatever. Oh, by the way, y'all like my new scarf? Has all these different rail companies on here. There's the Cotton Belt, there's Frisco, and you could barely see Missouri Pacific back there. Yeah, I like it. Rio Grande Western. Alright. Pops, where y'all at? There y'all are. Guys, y'all ready to go?